Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back here with a tradition of the Survivor season. We're getting close, 8 days away from Survivor 45. So it is my great pleasure to once again bring in the baby boy. Here he is, the host of the Purple Pants podcast, and my great friend Brice Izyah is here. Brice, how are you?
Robert,
How are you?
I am good. I feel like this is Christmas Eve. It's
Yes.
giving Christmas vibes. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. It's all like the holiday season with Issa. Look, how are you?
Yes, it's a look. Yes, we're so excited. And, only a couple of weeks ago, we got to talk about the Zaddy calendar for
Oh,
2024. Maybe some future survivors will grace the 2025 Zaddy calendar.
we could only be so lucky, Robert. We could only be so lucky.
Yeah. How are you doing, Brice?
I am really good. I feel like the last couple of weeks I've been in I should say last couple of months, I feel like I've been in a cocoon, just preparing for,
To be a
Bryce
butterfly.
to be a butterfly on this Bryce and Win Tour 45, with the new Survivor season, with Amazing Race, with the Challenge 45, with the Purple Pants podcast. It's just so much going on. So I've been really trying to like protect my peace. But I feel like Issa look is the first glimpse of, have you ever, when you were younger, did you ever like go outside and like catch caterpillars and you like put them in a little soda can and you watch them go into the cocoon? I feel like,
I never did that. No.
oh my
Did
God, Robert.
yeah, you do that a lot.
Did you ever catch lightning bugs?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, did you ever like, okay, little morbid. Did you ever like pull the light off the lightning bugs and like put them on your finger and pretend it was a ring?
No.
Okay, all right, okay. I don't know where I was. But I feel like this is like the caterpillar peeking out of its head. So I've been so excited
Mhm.
for this
Yeah.
Issa look.
Okay, we're gonna go through 18 new Survivor players and see what Brice has to say about these players. His intuition has not failed us yet. That maybe not necessarily the winner, but these are the people who are here to play. We're here live on a Tuesday afternoon. The chat is excited. Staccato says, "My favorite time of the year." K Jerry says, "This is always my favorite Survivor podcast. Y'all never disappoint." So we're going to do it here today to go through all 18 players. And then, Brice, we're getting ready. Next week, you're going to be back in Toronto to get this all started?
We will. The Bryce and Win Tour 45 is kicking off in Toronto with 2 days of events, sponsored by Global TV. Shout out to Global. So, yes, we will be in Toronto with Ozzy and Jam and a lot of our Canadian family. So, tickets are available if you want to come out with us and have a great time. Bryce and Win present on Instagram and Twitter. But, yes, I'm so excited for the. And first of all, 90 minutes, Robert.
Yeah, 90-minute episodes. Yeah.
minutes. Here is what I'm nervous about the 90 minutes, because I have always been a proponent of keep the chickens off of Survivor. I hope with this extra 90 minutes, we don't get more time with chickens. We don't get more time with like
That's what you're afraid they're going to
I
spend the
am,
time
because
with?
I have a love-hate relationship with the chickens on Survivor, because I feel like they get more confessional, they get more airtime than
I
I
didn't
did.
know this. This is
I
news. Yeah.
yeah, I don't be loving the chickens.
I don't
So,
think
but
we're going to get more with the chickens. I don't even think they get chickens anymore.
don't tell
I
Ty
can't
that.
even remember the
I
last time they got a chicken. Certainly not in the new era.
well, I don't know. It could be it could be a moose. I don't know.
Yeah, I am a little worried we're gonna go like a little bit more comp heavy, or it's like, okay, now we have time to send somebody on a journey every single episode. So I hope we don't do that. I hope we just, end up like, okay, let the stuff that we already have just breathe a little bit more. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. So that's a big change going into Survivor 45. Is there anything else that you're especially excited about for season 45?
I'm excited I have seen a bit of the cast, and it is a very diverse cast, and I am all here
Sure.
for the diversity that Survivor has said that they would do and has been showing up in the cast. And so I'm just excited to meet the people. Really, for me, it's like with the extra 90 minutes, I hope that we get more of their storytelling, more hearing about where they have come from, more of hearing of how they got to who they are today. Honestly, is what has been pulling me in. And if we get 90 minutes, if
Yeah.
we get 90 minutes, can we get a family visit? Can we get a Zoom call?
Yeah.
I would love to fall in love with another Emily.
Mhm. Yeah.
Somebody like
I think we literally have an Emily.
well, we have Emily on the season, yes, but
Yeah.
I want to fall in love with Emily Daddy back, like give me Victoria Daddy vibes, something. I want to
Rock.
really like,
Yeah.
oh yes, oh, my heart just stuttered for a little rock, but
Mhm.
I really just want to get to know the people more, so I'm excited with this 90 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's meet these people. And of course, if you are looking for a little bit more of hearing from the players themselves, Mike Bloom and I went through all 18 players. We did 3 previews. They're broken down by tribe that we are going to have. These videos are all posted on our YouTube channel. If you want to hear from the survivors themselves, 15, 20 minutes with each person. So really, you can get some in-depth opinions about them if you have a Survivor draft. Over 9.5 hours of Survivor preview already up on our YouTube channel and at robhasawebsite.com if you want to check these people out. We're going to go through them. Sam Moore has them in alphabetical order. Yes, anything else?
Sorry, the Survivor guys were speaking to me. If we're getting 90 minutes,
Yes,
can we get an auction?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Come on, Robert. Come on, God.
Going once, going twice. Sold. Auction. You can have it.
Mm.
Okay.
Auction. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've been, baby boy, used a little PTO time today. So I excitedly, the whistle is wet. So I'm excited to see what this year's Issa look is giving.
All right. Well, let's bring in the first person in alphabetical order. Okay. We are going to bring in Austin. All right. Here we
Ah.
go. Here is Austin Lee Coon. All right. So, Brice, just for the people that are listening to the podcast, okay, we're on video where we're able to see these wonderful survivors and see what they're wearing. Brice is going to give us his impression of them based off of just their cast photo. But here is Mr. Austin Lee Coon, and he is wearing a tank top. We've got some horizontal stripes in it. Excuse me. Bathing suit, two-tone bathing suit. Looks to be of a suitable length for Brice's liking.
Yes.
Austin Lee Coon, I think some people have said that maybe he could be the woo of a new generation.
Oh. I can absolutely see that. Just off the bat, looking at this photo, it is a classic winner pose, hands on
Yes.
your hips. Austin it looked like he raising his shoulders. They high. Okay, they are very high, which for me, it's like his posture is good. He has an amazing smile. His shorts are above the knee. So we're getting some thigh action. And so this is a great photo, great posture. For me, this is good spirited. For sure, Austin makes the merge. Like with a photo like this,
No doubt.
no doubt, you're making the merge. Now, what has me a little perplexed is Austin is like, I'm not going to have my shirt fall below, regular.
Enhance. Yeah.
And Austin has it tucked in. Now that is interesting for me. Now, season 44 were they took the Brice Izyah class of Issa look. So they were preparing us, right? And so I don't know what this arch with Austin tucking his shirt in is signifying. It has me a little nervous.
Yeah, I think it's giving a little mullet right here where we're business in the front, party in the back.
Business in the front, party in the back, but in all the right places. So I would assume that it works. However, for me, what makes me a little nervous is like, Austin's swimming trunks have some strings that could be tied.
Yeah.
But they're not tied. So this lends to me, I'm nervous for Austin because it looks like he has winner written all over him. However, it's like, are we not finishing up the loose ends? Are we not getting rid of somebody when we need to get rid of them? Are we trusting them? I don't know. Another thing that I know for sure with Austin, with these lines on his shorts and his shirts, he is going to stick to his original tribe. Okay. He's not going to.
Interesting.
he's not going to, when they merge, it's not going to be, oh, we merge. He is going to align with his tribe lines from the beginning.
Okay, and this is the beauty of It's a Look for anybody who has never encountered this podcast before. Your analysis is so in depth because you are looking at every decision that these players made before they get to the island is emblematic of how they are going to play the game. So when they are missing the little things like tying the strings neatly, that could maybe be a window into how that they are going to be playing the game. And of course, these survivor games are very complicated. And so there's a lot of things that maybe a small thing here might be a clue to how they're going to play the game. So that's why there is, a method to the madness here.
Yes, there really is. And me as a former player, believe it or not, right? I played Survivor and I was out there during the press day. And during press day, you have been on this island at Ponderosa, not talking to anyone, Robert. And, when you get out there to take these photos, it's really like your first chance to kind of sort of express yourself, like how I want to bring it to the game. And listen, if you see my photo from back in the day, it very much gave, hindsight is always 2020. It gave third boot, right? And I feel like I exuded that out there because I really felt like imposter syndrome out there. I can remember being in the Philippines and seeing a Wu, seeing a Tony, seeing a Uncle Cliff, rest in peace, and I felt like I don't belong. So I think that these photos really capture a lot that people don't understand. And so I really feel like Austin is exuding to us with his shoulders up, his hands on his hip. He's coming to us directly. He is, I feel like, soon as we meet Austin, he gonna have a Final Four. Like, he is just coming straight direct. He's very good looking, very friendly. I'm here for it. And his shorts are above his knee. He's ready to play. He's going to get dirty, but it just worries me because with the little strings, easily he could have tucked it in. And
Okay.
with him making that decision to tuck the shirt in, you could have tucked the strings in. So I feel like something is going to miss him. Somebody is going to turn on him that has given him the red flags that he should have not have trusted him. But we
Okay.
love King Austin.
Good pose, no thumbs.
No thumbs. And if we zoom a little more out, Sam, you can see with his feet in the sand, that 1 foot, like, we can't see his toes. He's dug in. He's solid. He can be trusted. But sometimes the people that can be trusted are easily lied to, are easily led astray. But we love King Austin.
Okay. All right. So great job there on picture number 1. Okay, let's meet our second person. And we are going to bring up in alphabetical order. All right. Sam is going to bring up Brando next. Okay. Let's meet Brando.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This is Brando. I believe he's Brando Meyer. He's 22, and that he is one of our younger players this season.
We love Brando. We love our younger players. I feel like they give us the oomph. Now he is wearing a similar pose as to Austin, hands on the hip. But again, anyone that's watching on YouTube, you can see the difference in the poses, right? Where Austin was like, rah. Brando is giving me, this is the pose that I should be doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't do the pose you should do the pose that you want to do. So it worries me. First of all, we love everything about this king right here. I love the button-up shirt, all the way buttoned. Now, Brando. Now, I'm going to give you a critique, but it's in love. Now, the shorts do meet the qualifications. They are above the knee. But I feel like they could touch your knee. If your shorts could do this to your knee, I feel like in a challenge, that might hold you up a little bit. But you get a lot of points for there are no thumbs. He is holding the right pose.
Yes.
I feel like love the shirt, love the smile. I feel like Brando is somebody that they're going to sleep on. They're not going to, could I get a Carson vibe a little bit? I feel like Brando is going to be a sleeper. I feel like, now mind you, we can't tell if his eyes are open, if the sun's in his eyes. So
Yeah.
for me, that always tells me like we don't know which way they playing. We don't know which, he might jump across a couple of alliances, but he is coming to win. And I feel like that is always respected in the game of Survivor. You got to come to win.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got the floral Hawaiian shirt and the gray shorts here. If you are not looking at the picture of Brando, I do think that the pose here is interesting. Whereas Austin, you said was solid. I feel like that in terms of like the leg placement, that Brando seems less solid.
Mm-hmm. Worries me that, like, somebody might come to him with some information saying,
Yeah. Can
Rob
we
said
zoom out,
this.
Sam?
Rob said that. Like,
Mhm.
we could see his toes. He's not deeply rooted in the sand.
He's got
So
one leg firmly planted, but also like the other leg is like ready to take off.
ready to go to the other side. I don't know. It's hard to tell. And I also feel like, with his button-up shirt, it's buttoned up all the way.
All the way.
All
Yep.
the way. So I feel like Brando is going to be like, this is how I like come to play the game. This is what I want to do. And so I worry that he'll be not able to be flexible enough. But I feel like he has all of the components. He knows what he needs to do. So I feel like Brando will be a sleeper. And first of all, anybody named Brando, okay, it's giving me, Robo. It's giving me he's coming for war. The name says itself. So I mean,
Robo.
like RoboCop. I feel like there's somebody Turbo, like Turbo, like I feel like
Rambo. Sure.
Rambo,
Yeah.
Brando might turn
Shambo.
into Shambo.
Yeah.
We could only be so lucky.
Yes.
If Brando, I swear on baby Jesus, if Brando catches a fish
Yeah.
and goes into the woods and makes a fire and eats the fish by himself, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. Did Shambo do that?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you mean? Does Shambo do that? You don't remember Shambo?
I must have forgotten that scene.
Shambo caught a fish, skinned it, ate it by herself because she was like mad at the tribe, and she was like, "I'm not going to tell the shit." Like that was like one of Shambo's like crowning moments, Robert.
Mhm. Okay. All right. My bad. We'll talk about that when she comes on Talking with T-Bird. Okay. Um, anything else on Brando?
I mean, we're loving the king. I definitely although his pose, his foot is not in the sand, right? But the way his foot is positioned, he is like, I feel like it's more of a defensive pose as an offensive pose. I really feel like Austin was giving us an offensive stance. I feel like Brando is giving us a defense stance. And I feel like sometimes in Survivor, you have to be on the defense. You have to be ready for what's going to come at you. And so I feel like he's going to be ready. I feel like he knows the game. I feel like there might be a 3D printer at his home at this point in time.
I don't think he did a 3D printer. I think he just might have only done 2D printing.
Okay. Well, what's the difference between 2D and 3D?
Oh, well, 2D is flat. It's just like, printouts. Like
a piece of paper. Okay,
yeah.
so he print out a crossword puzzle. Okay.
Yeah, so didn't have time to do the 3D printing. They left only a couple of weeks into Survivor 44. So when Carson started talking about that, they're like, oh, that's a good idea. But maybe there wasn't enough time.
Wasn't enough time.
Okay. All right. That's Brando. Okay. Now, we have a Brando in this season, but we also have a Brandon in this season. Yes. Okay. You ready to talk a little bit about this guy? This is Brandon Donlin.
Oh.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Can we just say a few words about this baby boy?
Please.
So I feel like I have known Brandon for over a decade.
Now you feel like you have, or you you actually have?
I feel like, and I actually have known Brandon for over a decade. When I was on Cagayan, after I got off of Cagayan, I hosted a watch party pre-Brice and Wynn era when I was just, out here doing my own thing, and Brandon showed up. I have been friends with Brandon for a very long time. There was a point in time, maybe 2.5 years ago, my alma mater, Temple University, reached out to me to do a profile on me, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like, I can't believe my school that I went to is reaching out to me." And little did I know, it was all because of Brandon had reached out and said that, like, here is a person in the community that you should be like
Mhm.
look into. And so I have very high hopes for Brandon. He is a staple in the Survivor community. When the cast list came out, there are so many people posting photos of
Yes.
Brandon, like baby Brandon, like
Mhm.
baby Brandon. And so it is truly an honor to have met someone through the RHAP community, has been a friend to them. And now it's like the world has come full circle,
Here he is.
and
Okay.
we get
Well,
to do Issa look. And
you
so it would only be
I'll
right
keep
for
paying
me.
attention during all the Issa looks. Let's
Oh,
find out, okay?
okay. Now it's
Hawaiian
given
shirt,
it's
okay? Very unbuttoned, unlike Brando.
but Robert. I mean Robert. First of all, I see a thumb. Brandon. I see a
Eh.
thumb.
Yeah,
Also, are these capris?
yeah.
Are these jeans? Brandon. I mean, like the short is touching his knee. The short touching his knee. Then I also look at the string on his
Look at the
pants.
string.
It's just hanging down there. Now, I
Yep.
mean, they are in order, but again, it's just like I am very nervous for my baby boy,
Yeah.
Brandon, because on looks of it, right? He is giving very chill. He got the
Mhm.
hair flowing. He want to give me Ozzy vibes. Okay.
Yes.
Long hair. He didn't always have long hair because a lot of them baby photos that is popping up of him on Instagram, he had a buzz cut.
Yep.
Okay. And dare I say it might have been a bowl attached to the buzz cut. I don't know. But he is giving me hair flowing. And so we love a long hair king on Survivor. He's
Yep.
giving me very good smile, button out, giving me laxed, giving me like go with the flow. And then it's like we get the thumb. And the thumb in the pocket for me worries me because I have so much hope for Brandon and I love Brandon so much. But the thumb for me is very telling. The thumb in your Survivor photo is like, I can see your card. Like, where's your poker face? I feel like you might be telling me one thing, but I see your thumb. And if I see your thumb, I see your hand. I am hoping that the long hair, the button up, the island shirt, maybe the homage to RHAP with that shirt, I'm hoping that they negate each other.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, he definitely is, giving a good vibe. That I think that people are going to want to work with him. In the preseason interviews, a lot of people said that they liked his energy. And so hopefully, that he is projecting that he is definitely like laid back. But I do think that, in terms of like his image is one of laid back. But then when you hear him talk, like he's spoken a lot about his anxiety. So I think he is trying to mask that a little bit.
Right. And so I feel like this photo completely gives that, right? Where it's like on the shirt amazing, the hair amazing, but it's like you got on these long shorts. You could have took a Brandon Cottom. Okay,
Yeah,
you could have made the diaper.
the diaper.
And so again, that lends to that anxiety where it's like he is kind of like, I hope nobody notices. I'm ready to go. But
Mhm.
I do feel like he is in a great pose, one foot to the left, one foot to the right. His toes are kind of covered. So I feel like for me, that tells me that he can make enough of a impact with people that they will trust him and that he will be able to get far in his chill vibe. But those shorts should be at least 4 inches higher, Brandon.
Okay. All right. Let's see if they end up holding him back. Anything else about Brandon?
I mean, I do you get the homage to RHAP in that shirt, or is that
Yeah.
just me?
What are you saying is the homage?
Robert, it looked like a shirt you got in your closet is the
Oh,
homage.
okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't get that. I feel like it's not. I thought maybe to you it's purple shirt.
Well, I mean, I feel like, am I is Brice Izyah not on the RHAP network?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, of
oh,
course,
oh
sure.
my.
Yeah, I just don't have too many shirts like that.
Robert, if we were to go in your closet, we'd open the
I mix
closet.
it up a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm,
All right. It's a nice shirt. I like the
it
colors.
is.
Yeah. All right.
We love it.
So there's Brandon. Okay. Now let's talk about somebody that is a familiar face, Bryce.
Oh.
Somebody that we got to know a
Oh
little
God.
bit last season.
Oh God.
Let's bring in. Here comes Uncle Bruce.
Bruce.
Unc.
Unk. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And now he's a little drab in terms of, and maybe he's speaking to, hey, I'm just going to try to blend in a little bit, sort of like a little bit of like an olive t-shirt, gray linen pants, long. Okay.
Long,
Not standing out, Bruce.
not standing out. But again, here is a quintessential. This I feel like here is another Tony pose on Winners at War. Hands on your hip. We see no thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce is smiling, but not really smiling. So for me, that's like, okay, Bruce is ready to play. He is, a lot of people do the one foot to the left, other foot straight. It's kind of sort of given, he's on a pivot. He's ready to go. I
Yeah.
feel like there's a little bend in his knees. So he ready to like bend over any hurdles
Yeah. If
that
he
might
needs
come
to
his
this
way
time,
this
he's going to do it.
time.
Yeah.
But
Well, how do you like to see the feet
now,
positioned? You want to see a foot facing the camera and one like a 45-degree angle?
so I kind of like a, I don't know how you describe that, but like a night, but and that's what Bruce is giving. Or I like a foot that's like one behind you and facing forward. So it's like you are ready to go, but your foot is planted behind you. But this is
Mhm.
a great like Bruce's feet are. I mean, look like Uncle Bruce could use a pedicure for through that sand. But no, Bruce's foot is covered in sand, and which means he's like solid. And I have had the opportunity to meet Bruce, and I definitely think that Bruce is a solid player. My only critique here is them shorts, right? I don't know what's going on. Bruce, Jeremy Collins, they are
Mhm.
of that age era where I feel like they a little nervous to go up a little high, but I'm going to give Bruce a pass on these shorts and say that this is a very solid showing. And I don't know if you remember last time, Bruce was like this is a very evolved
Okay.
Bruce.
Flexible fabrics this time for Bruce. Bruce
Flexible.
in the chat, he's listening. Okay. You have his undivided attention.
Ah!
He says, we are grown ass men.
Listen, show your knee, Bruce. You could have rolled it up a little bit.
Mhm.
But this is a very strong showing. We have no thumbs out, right? So Bruce is not giving up his hand. This is his second time out there. Bruce is ready to play. Again, half smile, half not. So it's like ha ha ha, or is it like ha ha?
I don't
Like
know.
so, I don't know. So this is a strong showing of the baby boy Bruce, and so we going because it's Bruce. We're gonna put this on our watch list.
Okay, Bruce, officially first person on our watch list. Okay. That's huge. All right. Let's bring in, okay. We haven't talked about any women yet. Let's
Oh,
bring in D is here. Okay. Here comes D.
uh, okay.
All right, D and D, she is wearing, I guess this is all like one color, but it's two pieces. She's got like kind of a beigeish tan tank and then some shorts.
Yes. Could be like a little linen set, but I love a
Mhm.
little two-piece set in the summertime. It's a staple for me. I think that she has a great pose, hand on the hip, one hand, because The hand on the hip signifies I'm ready to play. Like
Yeah.
play with me if you want. Play with your mama, but don't play with me. And then I feel like the hand on your thigh signifies like I'm open, I'm willing to work. I think that the hair is flowing. She got the Beyonce fan on. And so the hair flowing for me signifies that like I'm a beast. Like I and I make it look good. So I think this is a very strong showing from D. I get nervous because I see a thumb.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what this thumb necessarily signifies for D
Yeah.
here, but
How could she hide the hand in this pose? You
so
want to see it like behind her?
just behind it or simple, just tuck your thumb in. Like, just a simple tuck.
Mm.
And sometimes it's like, and again, that's like hiding an idol, right? Some people go to the extreme when they find an idol, and other people, it's just like,
Hmm.
and so
Okay.
for me, that the thumb signifies a lot. So I worry about seeing her thumb, but I feel like great pose. She's got her little a foot out, 1 foot back. I do worry about the footing because, like, one knee is kind of like, I don't know what the word is, but it's all the way back. And so the other foot is 90-degree angle. So that foot is ready in case something happens. But if somebody were to come straight at you with some information, I don't know if that other foot will be able to take it. So that's what worries me about
Yeah.
D. But she is definitely fit and ready to go. So we love Queen D. I feel like smiling, looking directly at us, very trustworthy. So I'm excited to see what Queen D will bring to us.
Bryce, do you know how much liberty they have when they're taking these cast photos in terms of like, okay, we get out there and then does the photographer say, all right, give us your pose? Or does the photographer kind of pose them?
I feel like the photographer poses them or they will give you suggestions. And I feel like, again, when you are playing Survivor and when you get lucky enough to be casted for Survivor, they always say the game starts the
Mm-hmm.
moment you like check into the hotel room. And that is so true. When you are being quarantined and they come get you, and then you start to, your handler might come get you and they might go to the room of 2 other people and they're opening the door and you are seeing your future player. Like the game has started. You don't want to give to, and you also don't want to give,
Mm-hmm.
get
Yeah.
me out. Like, so the game has started. And so I really feel like with Issa look, they will try to like, because the photographer doesn't know you. He's like, oh, stand
Yeah.
like this, stand like this.
Yeah.
It's your job to like, oh, stand like this, but then it's
Yeah. Right. But that's what the game is, right? It's sort of like you're in this box and then sort of how do you make it your own? Because I have to say that, okay, so I don't recall getting too much liberty this day.
So they came out there and said, stand like this, Robert.
Yeah, they were like, stand like this. This is good.
Who, Robert, I wouldn't. So, I mean, so here's the thing. If we were doing a Issa look on this, right?
Yeah.
Again, a quintessential winner pose, but it's the face for me. I wouldn't trust that face as far as I could throw it. I feel like it's like you give still the cookies, you
Mm-hmm.
give still the sandwich. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Do you remember what you were like? Do you remember taking this photo?
Vaguely. Yeah.
Okay.
It was so long ago. I think I just remember the TV show. I remember very, very, very small details about this entire experience.
Do you remember buying that yellow shirt?
Yeah, I think so. But I didn't buy it just for Survivor. I
So
think
you
this
already
was,
had it.
yeah, I already had it. I already had it. Yes.
You're
Okay.
like, well, this works.
Yes. It was not like I was on the yellow tribe or anything like that to start. Okay. All right. So that's just look. They just threw me out there. All right.
Okay.
So all right. Let's bring in another person. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Drew.
Oh. Okay. So, okay. Oh,
All right.
Drew
Drew,
gives me a lot.
yeah, Drew has a shirt that maybe you might find in my closet.
I,
Okay, it's like a gray and light blue plaid sleeve, a long sleeve shirt, sleeves rolled up. He's got some kind of, maybe is that a friendship bracelet that he's wearing? Buttons are buttoned pretty high, and then some a little bit of like some khaki drab olive shorts, a little long, I think, for Bryce's taste.
Little isn't a word.
Yeah.
They are extremely long. But I will tell you this about Drew. What makes up for those short shorts, is it seems to be like a cropped top button up, right? Where it's like it kind of the button up shirt stops right kind of sort of at the waistline, and that for me screams new era, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I am going to get longer shorts, I can appreciate a cropped top men's button up shirt.
Okay.
Drew gives me, like, he reminds me a lot of my baby boy Jack Atkins, right? Where I feel like
Okay.
he is a very tall king. He is a very studious king. He knows the game. I also feel like, I feel like Drew got a little swag. I feel like Drew went to school in Philadelphia from what I read. And so I feel like, if you're in Philadelphia, you have to have a certain coof to you. And so Drew has, this is the first time we're seeing this quintessential photo in a male with your hands crossed. So he knows what it takes to be a winner. I just wonder, does Drew believe that he is a winner, right? Like, where I feel like I could get on him about the shorts, but I feel like the shirt balances it out. And can we zoom in on his like elbow real quick, Sam?
Yeah,
Is
what's
this
going on
a
with the
short?
elbow?
Okay, so here, okay. Drew just got 3 points for me because I wasn't sure if this was a short sleeve shirt,
No, long
but
sleeve
it's a
shirt.
long sleeve, but he rolled it up above his elbows. He is, he can make the best out of something. He is working with what he got. So we see his elbows. And wait, so, oh my God, Drew! He just lost me. What is that that would be my left, maybe your right? Is that a finger we see? I see a finger right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Drew might think, oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might leave a breadcrumb. And I feel like that might even be a
Oh,
thumb.
oh, good work, Brice.
Drew. I feel like Drew is going to be a fan favorite. We are going to love the baby boy Drew. And I feel like there is going to be some area where he might underestimate someone or think that his game is so good, and then that thumb just comes poking on out. It be the
Right.
thumbs. But again, Drew is looking directly at us. He's not really smiling. He's not really smizing. He's just like, hey.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Drew, he knows the show very well. Um, he's somebody who's going to come out there, and I think that he like knows how people are going to perceive him and try to make that work for his advantage. Well, what do you think of the bracelet?
I like that. Because it is like a little friend bracelet, but I love accessories, right? Like I love somebody that, wears something for me that's like, I don't think that it's a friendship bracelet. It's probably like one of the little Nike bands or something that's like, just do it. Or like, for
Mhm.
me, that tells me that like he's committed, like he is invested. So I feel like he is trustworthy. And I feel like Drew, even by his stance, right? It doesn't feel forced. It feels like this is the stance that he was standing. And so I feel like Drew is very aware of who he is and how what he comes off. So I am interested to see what the baby boy Drew is going to give us.
Okay. All right. Anything else about Drew? We back
It's
out a little bit, Sam.
it's the thumb. It's the
Mhm.
thumb for me. But I mean, also we see his toes are completely covered in sand, right? So that means he is loyal. He is loyal to the soil. And so when he gives his word to someone, I feel like he truly means it.
Okay. All right. After Drew,
Okay.
we're going to then talk about somebody who we've been waiting for years to get here on Survivor. Let's welcome in our first ever Survivor
Emily.
Yes, finally.
Emily.
We manifested it.
And she is delivering. Okay. Emily is delivering. I did this season because I was so excited. I did get to, like, little preview of my own of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like Emily described herself as aggressive. Okay.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to meet no other Emily that
now,
would.
Brice, did you happen to see in her interview with Mike, she had said that Survivor casting looked at her personality bio. Do you know, have you heard this yet?
No.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so, and they said, oh, you know who you have the same exact personality as? Somebody from your season.
Cass.
Yes.
I could see it.
They said, okay, you are basically, you have the same test results as Cass.
Listen, and here's the thing.
Isn't that fun?
I think that that's amazing because, first of all, Emily!
Yep.
The pose is giving me, let you know right now, I ain't come to play with the girls, okay? I'm letting you know right now. Also, just like Cass from Cagayan, hands on the hip, hands on the side. You play nice, I'ma play nice. You want to play in the sandbox, I can play in the sandbox. I feel like Emily got on some jean shorts, little tan shirt. Her footwork in the sand is giving me a little more hook. Can't really describe that adjective, but it's giving me hook. What's up? Huh?
Yeah. All right.
What you say?
Right. So Emily is in the chat and said,
not Emily in the chat.
Yes, and said, so they make you take photos in all the different poses, then they choose one.
And and the one that gives.
Yes.
Okay. And looking at this photo, I feel like Emily got her hip out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, listen, I am here for Emily. First of all, not Emily in the chat. See, the evolution of Issa look has come a long way. And again, anybody know anybody. I am a black man that has had a black mother. And I know when I be late from school, if I was in trouble and I come home and my mom got the hip out with her hand on the hip, it doesn't matter if she's smiling. I know what time it is.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with Emily. I think that, and all while having a smile on her face.
Yeah.
Silent assassin. I am excited, and I think that she will do well. I am worried how others will take to this, where this could be a season where we could champion, or this is a season where they could kind of hate on my girl. But I am here for Cass because I feel like Cass is like, don't judge me by the size, judge me by like my work ethic. And I feel like Emily. I feel like Emily gonna do what needs to be done.
Okay, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing her play in the season. Now, anything else about Emily?
I've just listen. I mean, we do see a thumb, but I feel like the hip action. I feel like the stance I just feel like Emily. I feel like she is going to speak up when the time comes. I feel like if something's happening and like, oh, it could be easy to go that way, I don't feel like she's going to go that way. I feel like she's going to speak up and she's going to chart her own course. And we love to see it on Survivor, so I'm excited.
Thumb here doesn't bother you?
It doesn't bother me because, again, the offset of the position of her legs, the hand on the hip is out. The hip is out. If you know, you know. And if you know what that hip out means, you know. So that means we are in for a treat for Queen Emily. Emily!
Okay. Emily, okay?
Emily! I can't.
Okay. All right. So after Emily, okay, we have a woman named Hannah. Okay. Here comes Hannah.
Oh.
All right. Hannah has got the red tank top. Then we've got some pattern shorts. What kind of shorts would you call those?
Like they're like not the gym shorts, but like they're the shorts that have like the splits on the sides. Like I don't know what you would call them, but they're
Mhm.
comfy shorts, right?
Comfy shorts.
I I'm loving Hannah already because you don't know if Hannah is running late, getting the kids to school. You don't know if Hannah just woke up going to the grocery store. You don't know if Hannah just came from yoga. You don't know if Hannah just binge watched a whole series on TV. You don't know if Hannah is going out for the night. Like, I love this look on Hannah. It is like so chill. Okay. She got her hair up in a bun. If you know what putting your hair up in a bun means,
Yeah,
you
what does it mean?
know.
What
It
does it mean?
means like let me hold on. Like let me
Mhm.
put I'm getting ready to go to work. However, I love Hannah is giving a very friendly vibe, very like chill, very like go with the flow. I feel very like I feel like I could tell Hannah a secret. Like, I
Okay.
feel very trusting. She's got a sleeve. I feel like when people get sleeves, they tell a story. Like, so I feel like Hannah has a past. She has like lived experience. Again, hand on the hip.
Mhm.
She ready to go to war. She need to go to war. Hand to the side.
Yeah.
I'm open. We do see a thumb, but the
Is
thumb.
Can I ask you about the hand on the hip? On Emily's picture, so
Mhm.
you like that hip was out with hand on the hip.
Mhm.
This is more like hip is in with hand on the
So
hip. Is
this
that
is
is that different?
that is very different because Emily's hand on the hip, excuse me, was like,
Mhm.
"What's up? Who we got a problem? Because we could talk about it." Now this hand on the hip is like, "Hey, take a pose."
Friendly.
Friendly. Oh, listen, Emily's hand on the hip was friendly too, but it was friendly, right? Where it's like, but he, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Where Hannah is giving us, hey,
Okay.
hair up in a bun, hand to the side, very friendly. Like I almost get like Carolyn vibes from last season a little bit.
Oh,
Like
okay.
very just I love it.
All right.
Uh,
Let's zoom back out again, Sam, if we can. Okay. What about the feet?
so I mean, the feet are not they're covered, but we also see a lot of like sand on the top
Mhm.
of
What does that mean?
for me it means it's like Hannah might have come in being like, we're Solana strong. And then like we got a tribe swap. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I'm Solana Strong, but I'm also Tinker 3. And then, then we make the merge. So I feel like Hannah's feet has telling me she's dug her feet in the sand a lot. So she's made a lot of promises, but then maybe like, because again, I get like nice spirited, fun, friendly. And so then I feel like she meets other people and she's like, well, wait a minute, I want to work with you too. So it feels like Hannah might have a hard time digging her feet into the sand and staying
Okay.
there.
2 feet pointed at the camera. That's good.
That's a good, friendly, open vibes.
Okay. All right. So friendly vibes from Hannah here. Any issue with this thumb here on the left hand?
No, not a huge issue, only because of the proximity it is to the other hands,
Is it
right?
more of a thing for the men to have the thumb out?
No, I mean the women with thumbs out can be an issue as well, but again, it is the thumb close to the hand. It's not like so it's close. So she's trying to get it to blend in. But again, I
Mhm.
think like us being able to see her thumb again with the sand sprinkled on top of her foot, for me just illuminates that like has a hard time actually committing, actually like staying down. She meets new people, they tell her something, and she's like, well, I mean, that will work. And then the other tribe is like, well, we're Tinker 3. So I feel like that might be Hannah's problem in the game, but I think that she will be for sure a character that we all love and are excited to see play the game this Wednesday.
Okay, let's talk about our next person. And Brice, I think this is one, if I have to guess,
Okay.
I think you might be high on this one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at J Maya. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Robert. See, I be feeling like. Mm,
This was the one I saw this photo. I
mm,
said, I think Brice is going to like this.
mm,
Okay. This is
mm.
J Maya.
J.
And
Maya.
yeah, she's the first woman we've talked about that who's wearing a
Okay.
dress.
Okay. My mother would say intimate apparels.
Yeah,
Okay. It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Giving
Uh,
very intimate apparels, but not just like your grandmother's intimate apparel. Okay, J. Maya look amazing.
mm-hmm.
Now, woo, woo, okay, all right, okay, sorry, because okay, hold on, sorry, because y'all know I'm wetting the whistle, and you know I'm with you, Robert, and we're talking about Survivor, but dare I say,
Say, I dare you.
dare I say the lady that worked at Macy's that sold this dress to J. Myers at Intimate Apparels said, good luck, girl. And J. Maya said, huh, I don't need it. Because let me just say this. J. Maya is eating for the girls. Like, she is eating for the girls. She is giving me Cassidy vibes. Like, I haven't felt this way about a photo from a beautiful lady in such a long time. Like, let's just get into J. Maya real quick, right? Because there are subtle differences that I think people need to understand, right?
Okay.
So first of all, hair to one side. That's a conscious decision. First of all, we seen with Emily, we seen Hannah had to put her hair up in a bun because the wind. J. Maya said, listen, okay, the wind coming. Let me put my hair down here because that's going to work best, right? So that. Also, quintessential hand on the hip pose, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it, right? Because one hand is higher than the other, right? So it's a little bit. She's also turning. First of all, what waist? Okay. Give us body. Give us the body. Also, where is the thumb?
Can't see it.
Where is the thumb?
She doesn't have any.
Okay. And J. Maya said, I know Brice don't like the shorts on the guys, and so I'm darn sure not going to get nothing from Intimate Apparel that's anywhere near my knees. Also, let's get into the planting of her feet.
Yes. Okay. Back out.
Do we see the subtle, like, it's giving us the Bruce vibes, but it also, so it's giving us almost where I want it, where your feet are. I don't know what angle this is, right?
Yeah. 45 degree. Yeah.
45,
90.
but
Yeah.
she also is giving us that openness, but that one foot is propped to the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's propped to the back. Although it looks like it's open, J. Maya is ready for y'all. She
She's
said,
ready.
ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Dare I say, this is my first winner picture. Like, I mean,
Okay.
J. Maya ate the girls up. She ate us up.
Wow. Okay. All right. Put J Maya into the winner's circle. And
And
then
she giving us a smile, no teeth. So it could be a smirk. It could be, ooh, you smell bad. Like, I mean,
interesting. Do you not want to see teeth?
so for me, no, because I feel like when you see teeth, it's an automatic, like, there had to be smiling. But like, this could be a smize. This could be a like,
Hmm.
this could be a I J. Maya ate this up. Macy's Intimate Apparels is about to be flying off the wall. Like, J. Maya ate this up.
Okay. All right. So good one for J Maya. Okay. She understood the assignment.
She understood the assignment, no pun intended.
Okay. All right. I'm interested to hear you talk about this guy. He's gotten a lot of attention in the preseason. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself. Okay. All right. So, a guy who, deserves more attention this preseason. Let's talk about Jake. Okay. Here is Jake. All right,
Oh.
Brice. Okay. So, Jake, that he's going with some flesh tones here. Okay. Got
We like
the
flesh.
very light tan linen shirt, and
Mhm.
then with the khaki shorts.
Yeah. I mean, Jake. So,
Hands in pocket, but
hands in
finger or thumbs out.
pockets and
Yeah.
hands in pockets and thumbs are out, right? But I feel like Imma give Jake some grace, because I have seen some of his preseason press through
Yes.
just scrolling through the Instagram, and he has that Irish whisker. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Yes.
All
You
you
like
got
his
to
voice.
I like the Irish whisker, okay? All you got to do is say hello. Oh, final two. Final two for you. Okay. I don't know. It's something
Okay.
about the Irish whisker. I love it. But I feel like the thing about the thumbs are that what makes them a negative is that like you forget that they're there, right? And so that is the whole thing about why I don't like thumbs. I'm going to go against what I have said before about thumbs because with Jake and the Irish whisker, the thumbs are meant to be there, right? Like there isn't this the thumbs are meant to be there. This is a very like I don't know if Jake was out there for Survivor or they said, listen, this is your LinkedIn photograph
Yeah.
for your headshot. And Jake said, whoa, like Jake's ready. Jake is giving us a smile. Jake his thumbs out. It's almost giving me, Jake is giving me like the villain that we love vibes,
Yeah.
right? Like almost like a Danny vibe. Like I don't know, like I feel like he is pushing the limits for a reason.
Mhm.
He has on an outfit similar to like Brandon Cottom's outfit last season. He's got on these khaki shorts that are like touching his knees. But there is something again, but there's the we see the it's not the hands on your hip, but it's like the hands in your pocket photo. But the width between his side and his elbows
Yeah.
almost make it seem like it's a hand on the hip pose. So this is the new era and it's a look where I don't mind this, right? Because I
Okay.
still feel like it's
The
a
game has
confident pose.
changed.
The game, listen, you have to evolve. You got to get evolve or get rolled over, Robert.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh
Let's back out a little bit, Sam.
okay.
Let's see the posture. Okay.
He is standing in a position that if somebody were to come at him straight on,
Mhm.
he's going immediately down, right? Like there is no like his feet
Yeah.
are not planted that well.
Yeah. Could
Uh
we enhance on the feet? I want to call your attention to. Okay. I feel like, do we have a toe bent,
it's
Bryce? What do you think of that?
I don't
Is that
know
just a
what.
uneven sand?
So that for me is telling me that even when they know he has an idol,
Mhm.
he ain't gonna tell us. Cause yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know if he holding on to a rock. I don't know if at this press
Yeah. I
shoot
don't think we need
he
to be that close on
yeah,
the feet, Sam.
yeah. But it
Okay?
did just clear up though.
I don't think this YouTube video flagged.
Why would they flag it?
Not appropriate for children.
For a toe?
Mhm.
You know they say a toe is a toe.
Mhm. So, okay. Not something that we normally get in the cast photo.
I don't know why that is taking me out. Uh but you know a toe was a toe, Robert. But
Mhm.
like his smile, like he's giving can we see a little closer in his eyes? Is that okay,
Okay.
Robert?
Yeah. This is your show. Yes.
Robert is okay. So I mean, like he's
Yeah.
like
LinkedIn. Boom.
LinkedIn.
Yeah. Give him a
Okay,
job.
realtor. He'll sell you a house. Open house tomorrow. Come bring the children. Like okay,
Mhm.
I mean, I signed a mortgage with him. I feel like it's a smile we should trust, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like Jake is out. Jake is going to bring us some entertainment.
Yeah, I think so too. He was really, really fun in his preseason interviews. So we'll see like if he's gonna bring some drama.
And we see got a little chain that
Hmm.
we can't really see. I feel like he got a little some. Okay,
You like the
okay.
accessories?
We
Yeah.
we love the accessories.
Okay. All right. There is Jake. Okay. Let's talk about a woman who is the oldest woman in this cast. Okay. And that is going to be none other than Julie. Okay. Let's bring in Julie. All right. And Julie is
Oh.
wearing, she's got like a matching, like blue green thing going on. She's got like a interesting pattern tank, and then, would you call these parachute pants? What would you call them?
I would say like what are they? Wide length, like they could be wide length like linen pants. But yes.
Linen. Okay. All
Or
right.
they could be little swish swish material.
And what a
But
nicely tied bow.
okay. So that for me gives like Julie, that's that maternal instinct, right? Right then and there. I don't know if Julie is a mom, but that the way that bow is
Yes, she
tied,
is a mom.
okay, boom. That tells me that like she is a nurturer. She doesn't forget the details. However, she also is fit. She's fun, hair to the side. Like we love a Julie. I feel like again, the top for me tells me that, like, she with the times. Little fun pants, hands to the side,
Yep.
where I feel like she is tilted a little bit, right? Where it's more the hand down to the side where we can see the thumb, but it's okay because I feel like it's intentional. Where it's like, hey, I'm friendly. I'm like, I'm a mom, I'm a nurturer, but I also feel like she's got that hand to the hip. We can't really see it, right? So she's like, I don't want y'all to see this other side of me, right? Because it's like, I want you to think that I'm everyone's friend. And so that I love the fact that she has that component to her. I wish that she would bring it more to us, right? Because it makes me feel a little bit like it reminds me of Lindsay from 43, right? Where we love Lindsay. And I feel like Lindsay had like the potential to go on and win the game.
Mhm.
However, the second Wendy questioned her alliance, I feel like kind of things went down a little bit. And so because I feel like Julie is hiding that hand that's really like, what's up? I feel like that worries me a little bit, but I hope that her precision with her tying the bow on her shorts, the coordination of the outfit, she is able to make alliances. And you know what? Somebody said in the chat, she reminds me of Jenny a little bit. Like, I get that spirit of like friendly, like amazing, like fun. And so I love Julie. I
Yeah.
hope that she is able to make it in the game where she can connect with people that she can trust and go far.
She's really high energy. I think this is a good photo.
Amazing. She got the
Yeah.
hair,
Can we
and
go zoom out a little bit? I feel like she's like planted pretty firmly.
plants it. And
She
again,
knows who she is.
she knows who she is, how we like it, feet kind of open. So it means it's like I'm open. I want to hear where you're from, but also it's like just in case that one foot is back, in case you try to pull up on me, I could step back and bop, bop, bop. So yeah, we love Julie.
Mhm. All right. There you go. There's Julie. All right. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about Caleb. Okay. Here we go. Tell me, what do you think about Caleb,
Ah,
who he's got really, probably the most interesting pants that we have out of this entire cast. We've got sort of the maybe it's between him and Brandon for which man has the most unbuttoned shirt. He's got the like beige linen shirt, unbuttoned just down to like right above the navel. Then
mhm.
he's also got the multicolored pants, cargo pockets as well. Good for putting the idol in.
Good for putting the idol in. Okay. And Tony could take a note from this. I feel like Jesse Lopez could take a note from this. If you gonna wear cargo, Just wear cargo pants, not
Mm-hmm.
shorts. So here's the thing. Love. I mean, dare I say, we can add Caleb to the short list right now, right? I get so many different vibes from Caleb, right? First of all, he is a black man. He's like clearly attractive, hands on his hip. He knows what he is going for. No thumbs. Okay. He
Yep.
is a man that is accessorized. Okay. I see a little bracelet. I see a little ring. Okay. I see a tattoo. Okay. Tattoo on the chest make me okay. We okay. Little necklace, multi-layered,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Multiple.
Fro,
Yeah.
okay? It's like, is Caleb trying to get me to do Bryce and Caleb presents? I'm not sure,
Whoa.
okay? Okay. BKP could be a thing. Okay, BKP Tour 46 coming to you soon.
Yep.
I think that he is exuding friendliness. I feel like those pants are a statement, right?
Yes.
And again, maybe I could be reading into this more than I should be, but it's a look, right? And I
Right.
feel like Caleb as a
Let's get to
black
the pants. Yeah.
Yes, Caleb as a black man, wearing these multi-patched shorts, to me signifies that I'm accepting. I'm not just what you see. Patchwork, different type of things. Can we see the pants,
Yeah.
Samuel?
Yes,
Like
please.
uh sorry, that yes, please took me out. And I mean, maybe I'm a little selfish, but I feel like that's purple on them pants. And I feel like that could be an homage to Brice Izyah. But for me, I just feel like the different patches on these pants are like, hey, I am made up of I feel like the top right. I feel like that's purple. I feel like the color isn't really coloring. But I feel like um I'm a part of a lot of different things. Like I'm not just one thing. And so I feel like
Yeah.
wearing pants like that say a lot. The only thing that worries me is again, similarly to someone else that we see, when I see a lot of sand on the top of his
Yeah,
foot.
like Hannah. Right.
Like Hannah, like I feel like are we not able to kind of like solidify something?
Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of high hopes for Caleb, and I am going to officially add Caleb to my
Put him there,
potential.
okay, with Bruce and J Maya and Caleb, who's been one of the bigger personalities from the preseason. It's interesting that the pants are sort of like representative of his backstory, which is that he has done a million different things. He comes from a background where he's done just about every different job that you could think of. So, yeah, he's a very interesting guy and another really fun person in this cast.
And easy on the eyes.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So, we're down to, I believe, 6 more
Oh
people
my god, how
to.
do we go so how do we go? I feel like
You
we had
know
like
what? Because it used to
13
be that the
more.
the pictures would be worse and there'd be more to say. When all the pictures are good, there's less to say,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
You got too much, like, in everybody's head.
I mean, and I love it. I love that Issa look is actually a thing. And
You changed the photos.
I mean, yeah,
Like, if we go back to the first season we did this for the Edge of Extinction, you know, I bet there's some real stinkers.
there was. But who was my winner pick back then on for Edge of Extinction? Chris.
That was your winner pick?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So Issa look has some merit. We have seasons where we're off, but I
Okay.
feel like sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring in. Next up is Katora. All
Oh.
right.
Oh.
Katora with the
Oh.
yellow tank top and then the long skirt, vertical stripes. And interesting, the first time we're seeing this season, a crossed leg, front leg in front of the back leg.
Okay, wait. I mean, so much to get into here, right? Because I feel like one, this whew, hand on the hip,
Yep.
right? Hand to the side. It is such a disarming pose, right? But it says so much, right? It truly says so much. Also, the stripes are very clear. I definitely feel like is her last name Tops?
Um, let me see. I don't have that in front of
I think
me.
it
Give me
is.
one second. Yeah.
Miss Tops.
Couture tops. Yep.
I feel like early on we saw somebody, Austin, that had uh stripes on the top, stripes on the
Yeah.
bottom.
Horizontal. Right.
I feel like Miss Tops in this is saying the tribe I ended up with is not the group that I actually ultimately aligned with, right?
Interesting. That's the vertical stripes versus horizontal.
Where it's like she has a plain top on the bottom, but then the horizontal ones are going straight down. So that for me is like she makes a concerted effort that at some point in time, there is a group that she was working with that she met another group and she said, I'm rocking with y'all. Hands on the hip, very friendly, hands to the side, open, but those legs crossed.
Yeah.
For me, tell me, okay, what's the slide to the left,
Yeah.
slide to the right, crisscross, okay, like crisscross. 2 times to the die. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, she's dancing on these girls.
Hmm.
I feel like Miss Tops is again hair to the side. Last time we seen her hair to the side was J Maya. Miss Tops got her hair braided down because she knew she was going in here. She needed a protective style. Okay, I don't know if she's gonna have the moose out there that Sari has in the Big Brother house, but
No, I don't think so.
I feel like again very friendly posture, straight up. I feel like from posture alone, Miss Tops and Austin at some point have to work together, right? This is a very strong showing. This is a very strong showing. I feel like she is just feet are very planted in the
I don't
sand.
see any toes.
No toe. So for me, that
No
tells
toes?
me
Yeah.
no toe. And again, with the differences in the patterns in the top and the bottom, is that like she has her pre-merge, post-merge
Mhm.
alliances, and she's crossed her feet. They don't know the difference. No one knows that she has switched, right? Very strong contender. Like, I mean, we can potentially add this to our potential list. This is a very strong showing, and
Okay.
I'm
All
here
right.
for Miss Tops.
You're gonna have some tough
I mean,
decisions
I
to
know.
make here.
I don't.
Okay. All right. There is Katura. All right. Then, all right. Then this is somebody else from this season who is a fun one to talk about. All right. Next up, we're going to have Kelly. Okay. Here you go, Bryce. Here is Kelly.
Um, yeah.
Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly.
Oh,
Kelly.
come on, Kelly. Uh, lo- love Kelly. Love little top jean shorts. I feel like Kelly, because again, I know a little bit about some of these people, but I know like Kelly's from like the New York area,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
so it's giving me like I get a little Eliza
She's a
vibe.
nurse.
A
Yep.
nurse. Okay, a nurse in New York City that that should say enough, right? Like I feel like Kelly, I can only hope that Kelly and Emily link up.
Okay.
Kelly and Emily link up, season over. Uh
Mhm. So they're on different tribes to start.
but I'm hoping they link up.
Okay.
I very again, first of all, the posture in season 45 is amazing.
Yeah.
Love the jean look, flattering, little wide leg, but
Little
not wide leg,
jorts.
little jorts. Potentially, she's a nurse, so she's resourceful. She could have cut them herself.
Maybe.
Little,
She's got a scalpel.
little not a scalpel, little tank top, very, very strong hand on the hip. So this is my one, not fear, but what I am reading from this photo is that hand on the hip from New York, a nurse, we see I feel like, again, hand to the side, which really means it's like she's a lover, she's friendly. But that hand on the hip for me is like she doesn't let you in easily, right? Like she is
Hmm.
leading with that hand. And it's like, I'm not going to let my guard down. We're out here playing Survivor. Like I'm coming to play. However, I feel like when she can find the person or people that she can trust, like they will see the true her. And so my hope for her is that like, that they're able to see that you are, because she's coming out playing. Like, I don't feel like you're a nurse, you're in New York City, you know the vibes. Like, we don't got time to play. Like, what's up? What we doing? Where we at? What's going on? And I hope that people don't see that New Yorker in her. It's like, I hope that they will be able to get past that because we see where her hands on the side. We see with the shorts. We see with the top. She's a fun love. We love her. I'm hoping that like she'll be able to make connections because I feel like she's going to be straightforward. She ain't going to be for the nonsense. And we love to see that. With mixing with the other people survivors, sometimes that can be difficult. But I love, 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 love her.
Okay. All right. Anything else on Kelly?
I mean, and Kelly, we see her stance, pretty
Yeah.
strong stance,
2 feet
open,
to the right.
2 feet to the right. 2 times now. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, like she's just a little behind in the dance, but no, I think, and again, I feel like that the way her feet are is that she's very set in her ways, and I don't expect anything else less. Like
Hmm.
you got to make decisions. You are in the medical field, you saving lives, queen. So
Okay. All right. That's Kelly. All right. Let's then bring in somebody who I think is going to be we're gonna have some fun here
okay.
to talk about. Tell us about
Oh,
Kendra. Okay,
oh,
Kendra.
oh.
She is again. She's got the olive tank top, and then would you call this a sarong
I look could be a little cover up top,
cover
but
up?
okay, Kendra. Like, okay, Kendra. Okay. So Kendra has a lot going
Strong
on here,
pose.
right?
Yeah.
Very strong pose. Again, bun at the top
Yep.
means if I gotta wrap it up, I'm gonna wrap it up, which we should always wrap it up. But
Always.
okay, always. But wrap it up, but hair down. Fun. Again, same with the pose. Again, very similar to Emily. Heather got that hip out.
Yep.
But for me, it's a different hip. Like it's like this hip is like fun, flirtatious. It's like I feel like me and Heather need to hang out. I feel like
Hmm.
okay, the little green sarong. She has tattoos, so
Yeah.
we know she has a story.
Yeah, Kendra's gonna be fun at either B and W or B and K presents.
Okay, yes. Yes. I again almost I get kind of like Carolyn vibes a little bit. Like
Yeah.
but again, a very strong pose, very friendly. Like I love, 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 love. Again, but the thing that does make me nervous is if we look at her feet, we see how the feet are. It looks like one foot is like straight and the other foot is like kind of off to the side, which tells me that like she may be confused as to which way that she should
Yeah.
go. And I feel like because she is giving such a strong pose, because I feel like this Issa look is giving me that like she gives 110% during challenges. She's a contributor at camp, but I feel like maybe she might be struggling with we got to vote this person out. I don't know if I want, like, and so that's a good quality of a person. But sometimes in Survivor, it's like, even if you don't want to vote a person out, you don't want to give that hesitation not to vote them out because it's like, oh, are you working with them? And so I really feel like overall, she's a great and amazing person and would love the energy. But I feel like when it comes to maybe like cutthroat
Hmm.
aspects of the game, she might not be with it. But I mean, I feel like sis is giving it.
Okay.
Okay.
How's the tie on the cover up?
Uh I mean, I feel like it goes with the look. It's very
Mhm.
flowy, very free lending. It's green. It's like, I mean, for me, it's like Kendra letting it all hang out. Like I
Yep.
feel like that's Kendra. I feel like when we meet Kendra, we're going to know who and what she is right away. So I feel like that the tie to the sarong is very evident of that.
We haven't talked too much about earrings
Uh,
today, Bryce. What are Kendra's earrings telling you?
I mean,
A
well,
little bit
they're who
of like almost like a dream
a
catcher.
little dream catcher. Like for me, it just lends to the Kendra spirit, right? Like I feel like she's a free loving, fun. Like I feel like Kendra will tell you stories. You be like, "Girl, you did what?" And she be like,
Mhm.
"Yeah." Like I like I feel like Kendra is just that person. Like I mean, I'm like so excited to meet Kendra. I feel like we're going to be a great time together. I'm loving Kendra.
Okay. All right. Anything else about Kendra?
I feel
Got
like
a
she's going to
like
be a
thumb,
big
one thumb behind the back,
one
the other
thumb behind the
thumb.
back, right? But I feel like
You
we
see it
know how Kendra coming, right? So I feel like she's going to be a big time personality.
for sure. Okay. All right. How about
All
this
right.
one here? Let's bring in, okay. We have a lot of people at the top of the alphabet, and then we have three S's here. Okay.
Oh.
All right. First S is Sabaya. Okay. Tell me what you think
Oh.
about Sabaya.
Okay. Um Sabaya is giving us
Look at this, but let me just compliment. Okay, Sabaya has got like the pattern, top and bottom here. Got like the pink checker pattern going across this top and pants, almost like
yes.
a kind of like a pantsuit almost.
Little like two set. So
Yeah,
first of all, I'm a two set girl. Okay. I love me a little short set, little pant. I love to buy
I
me
had
your
to get some
outfit.
pajamas like this.
You could do a whole little outfit like that, Robert.
Hmm.
Makes it so easier. You say chess, I say. Oh no, wait. Well, I'm gonna just say you say checkers. I say the set is chess, and I feel like, first of all, anyone that loves a good two piece that is actually stylish, to me says a lot, right? Like you're a
Hmm.
person of a person. If you know, you know, right? The pants at the bottom got a little cutout, so I love it. Little fashion forward. Um, Hands on the hip, straight together, but like they're a little off, right? Like one's a little up, one's a little down. So I feel like it is no thumbs. So I feel like my good sis is a straight shooter.
Yep.
I feel like she is
She's got
again,
military background.
and first of all, like the matching top and bottom gives that, right? But again, it gives like she exudes like strength. She
Yeah.
exudes like she commands the room. Again, very fun, friendly face. I feel like she is going to be a very strong competitor. And again, I feel like she is letting us know how she's coming. We see the ties to the pants are
Yep.
just hanging down. Again, letting us know that she is coming in as her true self. Like, I'm not playing any games. I'm not really going to my natural personality isn't to play the background, right? Like I'm just going to show up as myself, which is a strong leader. And I love to see it. So I am excited to see what my good sis is going to give this season.
Okay, let's go to the tie on the pants. That's the one thing here that's giving me some pause. Okay,
Okay.
Bryce.
So I say, well, I don't think so, right? I feel like it's intentionally left out. It's not tied. She's like, this is who I am. I'm coming as myself, right? I am a leader. I am a beast in competitors. Like it makes me kind of appreciate someone
Mhm.
that is going to like come as their true authentic self. So it doesn't bother me
Okay.
as much.
All right. So,
And she got the accessories, so it's like,
yeah.
like, we appreciate this, and it's a crop top, it's not a very, like I feel like she is going to be everything about this outfit tells me she is a new era player.
Mhm. Yeah. Sabaya is somebody that I'm very high on going into the season.
I'm with you.
So a truck driver like
Ah.
Godfather Carl.
Okay, let's stay away from them beers. If you win that beauty
Mhm.
challenge, stay away from the beers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is Sabaya. Okay. I told you about three S's. Okay.
Okay.
So first Sabaya. Okay. All right.
Who, who,
Now
who we got
we're gonna
next?
talk about, okay. Here is Sean. Okay. Here we
Oh,
go. Here's Sean, and
oh.
Sean, he's got this nice green colored shirt, really pops. And then we've got then is that a belt? I almost
It's,
never see that.
we
Okay.
never see a belt
Belt and a shirt, I believe tucked in, and then I believe that those are some jean shorts.
that are cuffed.
Yes, okay. Arms
And
are folded.
arms are folded, but we see a little like it's not a folded. It's like we see a little like hand out a little bit, but
Mhm.
um the girlies that know a cuffed short is a look. Sometimes you put on shorts and it's like they don't work, and sometimes you just need to cuff them once. Brandon could have took this advice, but you cuff it up and it works.
Wait, which Brandon? Brandon from 45 or 44?
Brandon from 45. No,
Okay.
we don't want Brandon from 44 to roll anything else up. Okay. No,
Got it.
that advice was not to him. Uh, and yeah, Brandon from 44 keeps saying like, "Oh, look, I didn't have a mirror. I didn't have a mirror. I didn't know. You didn't look down.
Mhm.
I mean, you had your eyes, but anyway, I first of all, I love a belt.
Yeah.
I feel like a belt is makes or break an outfit, even if you can't see it. So I feel like he is prepared. I feel like him rolling up the shorts for me lets me know that like you make the necessary edits. Like I feel makes me a little nervous though, right? Because rolling up the shorts for me is like I'll cut a close ally if I need to, right? Like,
Mhm.
I'll roll it up. Like, so dare I say, am I getting like Ricard vibes? Like, I don't know. I feel like he's smiling at us, hands crossed, got a belt on. Belt is like, for me, it's like, I think of like, again, a belt makes the outfit because you could have on an amazing outfit, but the pants don't fit, right? So it's like he
Yeah.
comes prepared, he's ready, he's not going to play. And I feel like, he wants to make his stamp on the game. And I fully 1,000% give my purple stamp approval to it. So I'm loving this look. I feel like the feet are facing us, one foot kind of like protruded out a little bit, the other one steps to the back. My only thing is that again, that hand, right, where I feel like he wants to give very dominant, but I feel like in his wanting to make big moves and playing the game, he might kind of like forget about the other hand a little bit, and that could be his Achilles heel. But I feel like he's coming out here to play, so I he gets the purple stamp of approval.
Okay. All right. You feel like the knees too bent?
I mean, I feel like he's letting us know he's flexible. I feel like he's letting us know like he's going to go where the votes give. He's giving me little Sandra Diaz Twine.
Mhm.
If it ain't me, I don't care. So I'm going to go where I need to go. I got
Yeah.
my belt on. I'm ready to go. I rolled up these jeans. I got my hands crossed. Like, I feel like he's giving me that type of vibe, like where he's like, I'm going to get in where I fit in, and I'm going to play the game and not let the game play me. Yeah, we might have been friends. Yeah, we might have been on the original tribe, but listen, these are where the votes are saying right now, and I'm going with the votes right now. And again, he gives me very new error. Like I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. There's is Sean.
Come on, Sean.
We got one more person
Oh my
to talk to you
God.
about. Okay.
Not one more.
Only one more. Okay. 17 out of 17. You've been pretty high on everybody so far. We got one more. All right.
Somebody in the comments said James is very jealous of that belt. Yes, James from
Yes.
44.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Sifu. Okay.
Oh,
Sifu has got, what would you say? Is that leopard print? Cheetah
that is
print?
leopard. That
Leopard
is
print. And then he's got kind of like the V-neck cutout leopard print, and then the khaki shorts.
but like not even khaki, right? Because I feel like they're like a camel type shorts. There are definitely the shorts when he when he bought that top, they were the shorts that were right below it, right? He was like, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
get the short that go with that. I love it. Very strong pose. I feel like when I did my I did a little purple pants cast assessment with Wendell, Brandon, and James. Like he gives me Mr. T vibes, right? Like
Yeah.
we like with the mohawk. I also feel like
Need some chains.
he needs some chains, but
Yeah.
I feel like the cheetah. Oh, somebody said a jungle zaddy.
Jungle Zaddy.
I mean,
Yes.
could be. I also feel like for me, it's like don't judge a book by its cover, right? Like it's like I feel like he has a look. I feel like he's very strong. He almost reminds me of who was now I can't like is Ryan from season 44, right? Like
Yeah.
I get Ryan vibes from him.
Yeah.
Where
43.
43.
Yeah.
Like strong. Like, but I also just feel like wearing the cheetah is a statement piece. So and I feel like we don't know his story. We don't know where he comes from. I feel like I just feel like he likes skis. I feel like he like blindfolds cooks. Like I feel like he has
Wait, he likes skis and blindfold cooks?
I just feel like he does things that we would not expect him to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he blindfold and can cook a 7 course meals. And we're like, how you doing that? You're blindfolded. Like, I really feel like he has great energy, hands to the hip, right?
Yeah.
Where again,
The traditional Tony Vlachos.
traditional, Jeremy Collins has utilized
Yeah.
this pose. Ethan has utilized this pose. Very friendly, very approachable. But again, like he is for me like a powerhouse, and again a powerhouse with fashion, with
Mm-hmm.
style. Like
Yeah.
what more could we ask for?
Yeah.
And a mullet or a mohawk. Like I feel
Mohawk.
like
Yeah. No
I love it.
thumbs, feet planted,
No thumbs,
hands
feet
on the hips.
planted,
Yeah.
very solid. I feel like he is going to like surprise the people. Like they're not going to know what's coming. I feel like again, Survivor is so much like with first impressions, right? And I feel like when people first see him, they're not going to know what to think. But I think the second that he opens his mouth and his heart, people are going to be like, "Oh my God!" And he's also a solid player. So I mean, it's so hard to pick, but like again, I love the outfit choice. And again, I'm gonna cut him some slack. They are knee length.
Mm-hmm.
The shorts are knee length, but
A little too long.
a little too long, but because I feel like they go with the cheetah vibe, they are like the perfect tone of caramel. I'm gonna cut him some slack.
Okay. All right. Anything else on Sifu?
I just feel like we're gonna love him. I feel like he is just going to be the person that like we are going to love. Like I feel like he's going to go out there and make these relationships, make these friends. I don't know if he going to be what's the word? I don't know if he going to be running the game per
Mm-hmm.
se, but I feel like he's going to be a solid vote. I feel like he's going to be someone that people can trust. I feel like he's going to be the person that makes people feel safe, that makes people feel comfortable. So I love this.
Okay. All right. So Brice,
Oh my
as
God.
of this moment, you said there were 3 people that you put into the winner's circle. Okay. That was Uncle Bruce, that was J Maya, and that was Caleb. Okay.
Yes.
Do I have that correct?
You do.
Okay. So only one woman, J Maya, makes it to the final 3. Okay. And then Bruce and Caleb. Now, is there a men's title and a women's title?
I
How does
mean,
this look work?
so normally, well, first of all, normally I don't love everybody, right? So normally there are more people
This
that
is
I
a
can.
first, I think.
This is the first. So normally I have more people, but again, like I love everyone so much, but I will go on record and say that what they full blush,
Yeah.
run the cards.
The only picture you didn't like today was mine.
No, I mean
That was the only
yours.
one. Yeah.
I mean, you didn't give trustworthy. But
Mhm.
I'm going to go on record and say I love Bruce, I love Caleb, but I'm going 10 toes down on J Maya.
J Maya. Okay,
J
let's bring it up
Maya.
one more time. J Maya. I mean, yeah, I think that I think this was the photo of the 18.
I mean, she served it. She took notes from Cassidy.
Yes.
Like I mean, listen, whoever helped her in intimate apparels,
Yes.
like
Give them
I
a
mean,
raise.
they give them a raise. Like it's just she delivered.
Yeah.
So
You're getting like choked up talking about it.
I am because I'm like, I can't believe we're coming to the end of this. And I can't believe that like normally it's like it's really hard to pick because I don't want anyone to think that I'm I love them all. I love all of 45, but I'm just sorry. Miss J Maya, she came ready.
She came ready. Okay. So congratulations, Jay Maya, the recipient of this year's Issa Look Championship. Okay,
Yeah.
now we got to see you got to back up Brice on Wednesday.
Come on, don't do me wrong, sis. Uh,
Yeah,
I'm excited, but this seems like such a fun group. Like I
yeah.
cannot wait and we get 90-minute episodes.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll be really, really fun. And it'll be really fun. Like, we're used to getting 90 minutes, 2 hours for the first episode. It'll be like as we get later in the season, I think that's where that's really going to pay off, where, everything is so rushed when we get like post merge. It's like, wait, what's going on? Because I feel like that we kind of understand a lot of like what's happening at the individual tribes in the pre merge, where we sort of like, okay, spend a whole episode here with this group, but a lot of the times, like post merge, it's like, what the hell is going on? We have no idea. Why did that happen? So I'm looking forward to really seeing that more, even in the post merge.
I'm gonna disagree with you. We never get enough of pre-merge. So
Okay.
90 minutes of pre-merge, I'm all here for it, Robert.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going back to like in season 43, we had 2 hour first episode, 90 minutes. So I feel like we've gotten that a little bit, in the beginning of the season, but in the second half of the season, that's where I feel like we could use it even more. But I'm not gonna knock it anywhere.
Well, I mean, you know where to tune in.
I
CBS
know.
Wednesday nights.
Yes. Okay. All right. Baby boy. What else is going on?
It's a lot cooking over here in the Purple Pants Podcast studio. The Brice Izyah 2024 Zaddy calendar is, I mean, we just sold out. Like, sold out.
Sorry.
I had to just order some
Sorry for
more.
you. Yeah.
So, you need to make sure you
Got it
have
right
your
here.
Brice Izyah Zaddy calendar for the holiday season. And so we have so much going on at the Purple Pants Podcast. Wendy's and I are currently covering the Challenge USA. Oh yeah, come on, show us a photo. Show us a photo, Robert. Let me who you got. Are you gonna show that one? Why does that one take you out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody asked me, they was like, "Is that Robert's bathroom?" I said, "No, I haven't
No,
had the
not yet.
opportunity
Not
to."
yet.
But just know when I
Maybe in 2025.
listen, but just know that there will be a photo shoot in the
Mm-hmm.
bathroom of Robert's house.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
the Purple Pants Podcast is revving up. We have so much going on. Wendy's and I are covering the Challenge USA. Survivor News is getting ready to start back up with Wendy's, Jack Atkins, and myself. Amazing Race, me and Brooke Camhide, the winner of season 34. We're getting ready to cover the Amazing Race. And of course, we've got the Casual Tea with Amon, where we're covering all of current events. So it's just so much going on. We always give a freak of the week. Miss Barb is always with Barb's message. And Bryson wins 445. We are going to be on a city near you, and we'll be in New York the first week of October covering the welcome party with the RHAP family. So it's going to be a Lichiani event. I'm so excited.
Okay. It's going to be a really, really fun fall. And what a great way to kick things off. Like, I know that you were, in terms of the seasons, are you a big fall person?
So here's the thing. Now I'm not though, right? Only because I am Cagayan premiered in the spring. So I am always like, I love the spring, but no, I feel like I love the fall. Who doesn't love pumpkin spice and a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
Survivor? So no,
Okay.
after COVID and we didn't get Survivor for a year, I love the fall and spring Survivor. So
Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
yes. Oh, Robert, I got me an outfit. I had to,
I gotta
always,
get one. I gotta get one.
always, whenever we get together at these live events, I always
I
try to
just
have
wish that like you could go to the store with me.
oh,
That
Robert,
would really be that would be so helpful.
Robert, you know I have your address, right?
Okay.
So I
Well, so we could
mean,
FaceTime. We could FaceTime in the store.
if you want me to get you a NOLA outfit, Robert,
Mhm. Okay.
all you got to do is say the
All right.
word.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll figure it out. All right. So that'll be very, very fun. All right, Brice, what a treat this is for me and for the listeners to get to do this. Check out everything going on the Purple Pants podcast. And we have got one more Survivor preview coming your way with the podcasters Monday night. Still trying to get the first lady of podcasting. She told me she would do a cast preview, but then I don't think she's looked at the cast since then. So gonna try to keep like a general, like, I don't want to nag, but
Do
it's
I
like,
need
hey,
do I
like,
need to text the first lady? I'll text the
sure,
first lady
ask her
for
like,
you.
oh, can't wait to see your thoughts on the cast. Okay. All right. So we will have that, and we're getting ready for Survivor coming up in 8 days.
Oh my
So
God.
countdown is on. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.